Good morning. Hope you got you a cup of coffee. Today's Sunday. Oh, we changed the clocks back. It's about 10:15 in the morning. So if you haven't changed your clocks, move them forward. We spring forward. I wish they'd leave this time year round. Just leave it alone. Because I just feel like I've lost a whole hour. But on Sunday mornings, I always make a sweet. Something special for Buddy. And I looked in the fridge and I said, we're going to do a couple of icebox pies. But I also looked in the freezer. Some of you may know we lost another freezer. So we're thinking that the 500 plus miles coming from Louisiana to Kentucky create a failure somewhere. So this is our third one, so we've had to replace them. That's been an expense. But as I was moving stuff around, I found something from the holidays. And let me show you a trick to them. Y'all may know it, but then again, you may not. Oh, that's so good. Okay, the first thing you're gonna need is a graham cracker crust. Now, these were $1 at the holidays. So I purchased 6 of them. I can't go buy a box of graham crackers and a stick of butter and make my own. Plus, I can reuse the tin. But what I wanted to show y'all is when this one came out of the freezer, it had some cracks in it. So what I did was I preheated my oven, and this may be a trick that some of you already know. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. I turned my oven off. I put the pie shell, the graham cracker shell, in the oven for about 10 minutes just to warm. Pulled it out of the oven, and then I took my fingers and I wetted them. And I came around, and where it was cracked, I moistened my fingers and I lightly pressed. And you can see over here it was really cracked. Bad. But it's not now. It looks just as good as this one. But, you know, don't fret, because once it cools back off, it'll harden and you won't see these cracks. That's just a little helpful hint. Now we're going to move to the ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is a 12-ounce container of Cool Whip. This was also from the Christmas holidays. And that's what I like to do. I like to go through the pantry, the freezers, find stuff that I didn't use that was on sale. And, you know, it's one of those things you can't pass up, kind of like the graham crackers. Why do I want to make my own when I can get them for $1 a piece, save the tin, and then I'll recycle the tin? So we have a 12-ounce can of Cool Whip. I'm not going to tell you what I'm making. You'll figure it out. 1 block of cream cheese. There again, this was in the freezer. So I've had it out about 3 hours. And it's getting down to room temperature. A can of condensed milk. I call this heaven in a can, y'all. Pure lemon extract. Y'all know where I'm going with this. About a ½ cup of lemon juice. This is real lemon juice. Don't buy that imitation stuff. And a package of instant vanilla pudding. Now you could use a lemon. I like the contrasting flavors from vanilla pudding with this much lemon. Yes, I named this Pucker Up Lemon Pie. I don't really want to pucker up with that much lemon. Now, if it was for just Buddy, probably use straight lemon pudding. I don't know, I've never tried it like that. But the instant vanilla, y'all, it works so well. So, there's the ingredients. And you're going to need a mixer or a hand mixer. And within 4 hours, you'll have you a great dessert. But you see, I'm going to make 2 small pies. Because I'm going to gift one of them. You know, it's all about giving. It doesn't have to be in season to give. Okay, I've got the block of cream cheese in here. Yeah, it's stuck to the whisk, but it'll all come off. It's softened. Now I'm going to come in and I'm just going to add the can of condensed milk. The reason why I'm holding it over the whisk, because I really don't want to make a mess upside this bowl. Perfect. All right, now we're just going to get it down and fold them together. You want to start off slow. Okay, can you see down in there? Now all I'm going to do is fold it very well. Okay, I'm scraping the sides of the bowl. I grabbed the wrong whisk. The spatula. I like a soft tip silicone spatula. There we go. And we're going to go back down. And on low, I'm going to come in with my 1 package of instant vanilla pudding. There we go. I'm going to come in with my 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Now this is 1/4 of a teaspoon, but I'm not doing a complete 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to do about 1/8, which is 1/2 of a 4. Just a few drops. This is very concentrated. Just a few drops. Now if I would have done this, I could have, overdone it. That's why I always use a measuring spoon. Now we're going to crank it up. All right, now we're going to come in with only 1/2 of the Cool Whip, only 1/2. Get that off the side. We're going to reserve the other 1/2 to top the pies. I really didn't want, I don't know why I keep grabbing this red one. I should have put it over to the side. Back on low, and all you're going to do is incorporate it. Okay, we got our pies filled up. Let me show you something. There you go. Whoops, sorry y'all. Buddy came in, had a basket full of fish. I'm going to link that picture here in just a minute. So, of course, I left the mixing bowl to open the door for him. And then I came back and filled them up. So it would have been a lot easier to work with this, instead of waiting 5 minutes. But what I wanted to show you, well, I see. Let me hold this one up. Now, if you want the consistency of a cream cheese pie, that's when you would use the 1/2 of a cup of lemon. I meant to tell you, if you want it more smoother and creamier and not so heavy dense, you really need to use a cup of lemon juice. But Buddy likes the texture of like a cream cheese pie, if you will. So that's why I use a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. But if you want it more creamier, more of a Cool Whip consistency, creamier, bump it up to a cup of lemon juice. I'm just going to put these in the fridge to set up. They don't look that pretty right now. It's because once they set up for about 30 minutes, then I'm going to bring them out and I'm going to cover the tops with Cool Whip. And then put them back in the fridge and let them sit at least 2 hours before we cut into it. But if you have a fresh lemon, at that point when you put your Cool Whip on, put you some fresh lemon zest. Just grate your lemon and just sprinkle it. It just ramps up that lemon flavor. It's afternoon coffee time, and it's pie time. Y'all look at this. Isn't that delicious? Let's turn around this way. It's like lemon cheesecake. What I say about doesn't have to be the season for giving. Think about keeping one pie for me and one for Buddy. Nah, I need to share this. Y'all, it's delicious. But until next time, next recipe, next adventure, please give us a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment. I'd like to know when you try these recipes. But it's Sunday afternoon. It's time to eat my pie, drink me a cup of coffee, and blessings to all of y'all.